is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This 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 is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reason to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.
Supposedly, these are projects that are close enough to the people. And well, over the years, we've seen community projects come on and take the form of water, digging of well, and then you have water in that community that possibly have not had water for a long time. For example, you also have situations where roads are connected, roads across villages are done with some sort of poster with images, with big images of who has done this, and of course symbols that say, oh, this was done, commissioned by this, on behalf of this, because this is his community. But it looks like it's a big thing when it comes to community projects and the influence they have on people. Do people who commit to community projects, either as a voter, does that influence how they choose who it would be that they will vote for? Over the years, for example, let's talk about the lawmakers and the National Assembly. Many of the lawmakers have stayed on. In fact, it is believed that the forthcoming elections, with the kind of candidates that there are, may be the first time in a long time where you may see a reintroduction of a new set of lawmakers, not all, but a good portion of them, come on board. Over the years, you will see people who have served in the Senate 16 years, 20 years, and similarly with the House of Representatives, people who have served 10 years, 12 years, I'd like to say 12 years, 16 years, and the likes of that. People who have served from the start of the Fourth Republic and the start of everything that is noticeable in Nigeria from the year 1999 till date. And every of those elections, they take out time to promise you and say to many people, I have community projects that will change your life. How many more community projects needs to be done in a community every 4 years for a community to come to trust and entrust their votes on behalf of a certain candidate who's a House of Representative or lawmaker running for office, or a senator, as the case may be, or a senator to be running for office. And in this case, when they do deliver, the amount of money expectedly collected for community projects every 4 years or during the period of the term, does it commiserate, does it look like, if I would say, with what was delivered? Take a look at it. We have lawmakers crossing over 200 lawmakers across both the Senate and the House of Representatives. They deliver on community projects, at least some do, some indicate that this is what they want to do, and they go ahead to do them. However, when over these 200 lawmakers are out there on the street promising one for people, they promise community project, but the figures that actually represent the amount of what they have received or hope to receive or are due to receive or have received to use oftentimes fall short of what the real life situation is. We've read of many NGOs who have investigated community projects of schools, supply, chairs, and the likes of that, furniture that one would have. Was this project coming? Did this contractor the fruit? Why is the quality of this not representing what is on them? Yet again, we're the eve of elections. Would see the likes of senators, lawmakers, the likes of them, coming to say 2, 3, maybe even 4, they will do for their communities. Across Nigeria, across the 704 local government areas, somebody out there is running for office, promising more community projects. My question today is, community projects and ideas do that they are able to do much more when they have the community to declare? Is it enough to represent the people just or speaking up, introducing concepts, introducing need funds, and sometimes negotiating with governors, negotiating with all the politicians involved in order to bring attention to the communities that they represent? And how well have they represented those communities? Some even ask the question, can people truly go back to the communities they represent and showcase what they have done, or they live out in fear and run for those elections by proxy? How important are community projects for the 2023 elections as campaigning and are on now? That's the idea I have for you for today. Just an influence that they have voters. Would you vote based on community projects, or would we have about 14 minutes to this conversation just to understand what community projects mean to you and which ones really matter at the end of the day when you look at your community back at home or somewhere close in Abuja, back at home? What do you see? What has been done? What needs to be done? And do they influence voters at the end of the day? Joining via the full line or through any of the other portals we've made available for you. On YouTube is at Nigeria Info Abuja. There you find it. You can go on and write your comments. I can see them live. I'll be able to read them. And on Facebook is at Nigeria Info Abuja. Go on, make your viewpoints known as well. Let's take some calls on 0700 951 0000. Again, that's 0700 951 0000. And if you're on WhatsApp, you can write in as well, or even make your call via the WhatsApp as well on 080 999 30137. Let's take those calls. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. All right, moving on. That didn't stay. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning once again, Dr. Femi Abakar from Gwagwalada.
You're welcome.
Committee project change the landscape, improve people lifestyle, endanger prosperity. Permit me at this juncture to appreciate the effort of the Senator representing Federal Capital Territory, Senator Philip Duda. Is a man that lives up to his word, and he has met the expectation of many rural communities and many corridors. What I appreciate about him, Dr. Femi Amele, about Senator Philip Aduda distinguished, he never make propaganda, no publicity, no erecting of signboards attached with his name, and he deliver quality projects. Quality projects, quality building of drainages, laying tar road, building water storage, etc., etc.
Okay.
He never show up. he never attract media coverage. Thank you.
All right. Interesting. Somebody says a senator, the senator in the community here in Abuja as leader. Do you agree? Are there things to do? Things that one would say, oh, this is done, or this has been said to have been done over and over again. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Femi.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, and thank you for, I appreciate Nigeria Info for this program. My name is Femi. I'm currently in Guaimpa. To me, and community projects more or less like some of them, not all, they are like a conduit pipe for politicians. Yes. So when they have their way, the way they recoup back this money from the so-called contractor, and what you see is substandard projects everywhere. We have to follow this community project. By now, a lot of things must have been handled. Yes, the community project here, and every year, even more than the project they could do. There are some projects that are done 2 years ago. Go back there today, nowhere to be found. Some of them have been destroyed. I think we just need to look the other way around. What exactly is in this? Has this project actually impacted the life of people? Has it changed anything in the life of the people? If this project actually done much in the life of the people, I think this complaint, this agitation will have been reduced by now. To me, it's a conduit pattern, and we need to look other way.
Thank you for your viewpoint. It provides a lot of desire. Some would even wonder why on earth having community projects, in what they help to achieve the people, or is it the biggest, like an oil stamps? Say that.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, welcome.
My name is Mama.
All right.
I think community projects is similar with the fact that politics develop whenever, as you know, and have a regular. President, rightly said, the senator in charge of HCT, the Philip, I live in Buhari. There are small roots that are impacting on the people that have been left for long. And in the recent times, we have started developing those areas, especially the one we recently commissioned. They will call it Old Soldiers Quarters, come Mechanic Village, actually Technology Village. That road is impacting on the people, and everybody is happy. There is another one in the village. It's impacting on the people. If you go to Kubwa, there are some roads that are really not too large for the FCTA or even the federal government. They is doing them, impacting on the people. These are community projects that we are talking about. And I don't think anybody can challenge him anytime, any day, as far as FCT politics is concerned.
Okay.
It's called community projects. So if you don't do these jobs, people won't feel their impact. I think it's a nice thing to do community projects. Even if they are going to use it as conduit pipes, let's still for another day. Not for now.
Not for now. Interesting. Thank you so much for your call as well this very morning. Emerson Garki writes in it, says, what we get during electioneering is because the anti-graft agencies don't really do their work to sanitize the country. As many ills are covered and mostly ignored, the happening now is to sharpen our decision. Amos Garki, from Garki rather, had the written in.
Dr. Femi.
Yes, how are you today? Welcome.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Dr. Femi, good morning.
Yes, welcome. I can hear you very well.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, dear friend.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Ooh, that is stay true. Okay, so give the lines a try again. The numbers remain 070009510000. Okay, and those writing in on YouTube at Nigerian Info ABJ, we appreciate your comments. I'm reading out from there. Agbo Patrick says, good to see you, Femi D. Good to see your face. Hey, this face, I wish I had more pancake on. Good morning.
Dr. Femi Diamele, can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay, this is Comrade Ashmoye Mechi.
Welcome. Welcome, comrade.
One of those who wanted for Nigeria, but unfortunately, there are those who still want treasury leaders to continue the stuff. I had the revelations from the APC and the PDP, but I want to advise those that are campaigning for APC candidates. First of all, before Nigeria accepts them, they should return
Austin, we're going to return to that part of the conversation in the 8:30 mark, okay? Let's just deal with community projects for now. Yes,
okay,
please.
8:30, I will call back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Asala from South will advise his candidate.
Well done. Austin still saying much about that. But we will return to that part of the conversation. I promise you we'll return to it. I'm just looking at how do I fit in more time into, more content into the show that's rounding off by 9. But it's fine. But as we start to conclude this very morning, it's important that you as a voter in your various parts of the country, and here's the deal. People say that there are posters. But what if we are the posters of who has done well or not done well? Think about all the people you visited this Christmas, especially for those who traveled. Did you go to the village or did you go to another city? They depend on your closeness, in quote now, like they say, you're very close to the seat of power. You know better than they do, like they would say. You know when the president is in, when the president is out. You literally have the itinerary of who does what in this town. But the fundamental question is, can they count on your ideas when they want to choose their candidate? Should they be counting on it? Let's take on the last call. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Femi D. This is Ifai from Zuba.
All right, good to have you on, Ifai.
Femi D, Abuja, how many senators they get? Is it only one or two?
Yes, I do know of one. Just one.
One. Because my side, no community project. We have been suffering, no road to enter my side.
Where is that?
Nasoren go block us for Zuba, Yimi village.
Zuba, okay.
Yimi village. It's bridge where they do for over 11 years. They just do the culvert more to cover them. They don't cover the culvert. Anytime we rain for, we know they go house. For Zuba, Yimi village, Zuba Abuja here, Yimi village. Back or step back.
Has anybody been to your area to campaign?
Huh?
Has anybody been to that area to campaign?
Then they come steady. We could tell them this is what we want. Even the current chairman of Gwagwarade Area Council, when he come to campaign, we even tell him that we campaign finish to do the road up to now. Last year I no go out because of rain fall like this. That's why I dey outside. All of everybody they wait, make the water come down before we go cross the river, go out. Every year, up to 11 years why I did there, up to now, they don't fit do that road. That's how we dey suffer every year. Now they don't go past and block the road. If you they come, most of the way they come, you go wait for them until when they pass finish before you cross.
Okay.
They don't fit do the road up to now for you buy in village.
All right, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. All right, Although Innocent says, oh, this is you, Femi. Nice to see you. Most of the community projects are very substandard. Imagine making up road and it starts from spoiling in the next 6 months. Shikena, that is his viewpoint on this. All right, well, we have to leave Electable idea at this point on Money Crossfire. But after the break, let's return to core politics. Electable ideas are looking for positive conversations, things that we would ask ourselves, are they worthy of our votes? What are the bases for it being worthy of our votes? Thanks for this. I'll be back shortly with more politics. Keep the streaming on. This is Nigeria Info.
There's a place where
My name is Elder Emma Okoro. I'm interested in rebuilding my nation. And so I have to join the beginning of cleaning of the environment. The Gariki environment here is totally filthy and unhealthy for our people. So when Mayor Fortune decided that Abuja should come out. I decided to join because it's for the good of our people, our children, our wives, and our families. That's why I'm part of this group, so that I'll be part of those who have started the journey to rebuild Nigeria.
You are wondering, well, my name is Fortune. I'm the mayor of the FCT, and I am excited about this initiative. I believe it's going to be a big one. This is the first of many. We are coming to your area very soon. So we expect you to come out. We expect you to put your hands on the plow. It's high time we stop complaining. Let's get something done. If the government is refusing to do it, or they are overwhelmed because they can't do everything, let's do what we can do, and then we hold them accountable for the rest. I think that's what this is about. It's not about politics, not about anybody. It's about people coming out to do what they believe they can do to help their society and the environment at large. That's the thrust for us, and that is why we are here. I'm excited, and I thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria.
Like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1. And I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nwachukwu. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
Nigeria Info.
Are very actionable accusations, as one would say, that's been put out by the PDP against the APC and the APC against the PDP. And some would say, Femi, no, don't even say that way. They started it, he started it, or that party started it, these other parties started it. Well, these are things that are getting quite interesting in terms of the response level people are putting up with around some of this. The biggest supporters of these various political parties are also questioning if their candidate is eligible enough to be voted in at the end of the day. The fundamental part of this conversation would have to be, who do you see leading the country? Based on track record, based on baggages, based on all that's been said, the PDP, in their response to the APC, also say, well, if it's SPVs you're talking about, we also know of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's SPV, special project vehicle system he used in Lagos, where they accused the candidate of thousands of US dollars under his purview not being used, and also companies affiliated to him as a governor. Now, the APC had earlier put out the statement, even a voice recording of SPV as explained by a character they identified as Atiku Abubakar, describing him and the other person at the other end of the conversation, Michael Achimugu, as saying, well, this conversation about SPV is moderately corrupt, if I would say, or it's a system to tame corruption using another style of corruption. I don't even know how else to explain it. And the climax of it, well, it looks like same of same is the accusation that is going on. And yet these are eligible candidates vying for the office of Nigeria. You also have the likes of Peter Obi, where in recent times questions around whether he has a dual citizenship is hanging off him. And yes, you have Congress who was in Chatham House, who explained a few things about his experience and why he should be brought in. I'm going to spend just very few minutes playing what he said for you to understand much of what Congress said at the Chatham House. Take a listen to this very quickly.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Professionalism. We will improve sanitation and hygiene in public places, provide the general framework for states and local government council to develop the guidelines for sanitation inspectors. We will provide, in conjunction with states and local government councils, together with the CPRC, free natal and maternal health care services for families. In conjunction with other levels of care provisioning, our administration shall coordinate the provision of mobile clinics to access underserved communities across the country.
This is Morning Crossfire.
A lot of his plans is sized it down to clear bullet points of the things he wants to do for the country if he's given the chance to lead the country. Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso there is the presidential candidate of the NNPP. And yes, he's an engineer by training. For those who have asked the question, among the four leading candidates, Peter Obi, an economist from a banker, he has gone on to mention that when he was at the Chatham House. Going on and on, every one of them seems to have a profession they started off with, some in trade, some in business, just different levels. Some even staying in business as much as they can. Let's listen to you now. What do you make of the allegations, the accusations and counter-accusations as provided by some of the leaders who want your attention and, yes, who surely want your votes, if I would say? How does one relate to this experience in understanding where things are and how things would go? I don't know if you follow through. Let's ask you what you think of this. All right. I see you have the live stream on at Nigeria Info Abuja. There you find it on YouTube. I see comments coming in. Akinola Kende says, good morning to you, Femi. Good to see you live on YouTube. Thanks for that. All right. Okay, the phone numbers remain 0700 070-951-0000. Okay, Austin, you mentioned this may be a good time to call back now. 070-951-0000. And if you're on WhatsApp, let's take your calls on 080-999-30137. Okay. And if you're on Twitter, I'm not Info is a great place. Instagram, you see some of the videos we've done of some of the things I've been broadcasting. And if you do go on to nigeriainfo.fm/Abuja, again, that's the website. That's nigeriainfo.fm/Abuja. You will see some of the videos of what we've done in the last few days as video podcasts for you. You can go back, listen to yourself in those conversations and be part of it essentially. Let's start off with the calls via the telephone line. Good morning to you and welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning, Femi D.
Good morning.
My name is Salasi.
Welcome, Salasi.
In fact, I listened to this video. Some of them, I even watched them on tele where they are accusing themselves. That is not all what Nigeria needs now. What Nigeria needs, what are they going to do? You remember, from right to wisdom, we need to understand what Nigeria are plunging into. We are talking of hardship. We are talking of world capital of the country. We are talking of a national grid being collapsed. We are talking of a lot of things that are not going well. We are talking of well queue. Look at the country that have crude, but doesn't refine a single barrel of crude. That is what we want to hear from them. We don't want to hear all these allegations where accusing, where we are there before this time. We are in romancing each other. We are in one political party on the same together. But now, because of their selfish interest, because of their personal interest, now they are coming with all these allegations. They should pass one side. We don't want to hear that one. We want to hear what they will do to the citizens. What are we hoping? If they come to power, whoever that comes to power, either Pomposo or Tinubu or Atiku or Obita or Obi, we want to hear also where we want to hear what Nigerians that will hold them accountable. They say we should hold them accountable. We should hold them liable for their promises making to us. Everything should be a record. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir.
All right, thank you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Sashimi.
Good morning. Good to connect with you. Welcome. Very well. Thanks for asking.
My name is Iman Aruna, call from Cuba. I teach my elder brother Salasi and Abakari from Tara and the mayor from Ogonada. I fully agree with my elder brother, Mr. Flash. Let us tell Nigerians what things they will do for Nigerians. And I don't want to promise like former president like Muhammadu Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari promised a lot of things 2015. And no anyone is scared. He tells us awfully. So if he promises us and if they come to power, they should face it. That's our problem. There's hunger in the land, there's insecurity, our school has collapsed, the economic has collapsed. We want the elected promises to do good for this country. They should move Nigeria to get land. Thank you. And by God grace, Atiku Abakari, all the promises, that's why the oblivion, that's why the Atiku will call them and by God grace will deliver the promises. Thank you, my brother.
All right, thank you so much. There are talks, by the way, and I'm waiting for the other PC to verify or to say, oh, it's not so. Because I understand a lot of people are on the queue, even this morning. The queues are back. It's intense. Even 5 a.m. this morning, 3 a.m., you could see that people were already lining up across the country. There are talks that have triggered people being back at filling stations. There are talks about price of fuel to be sold at 119 naira or thereabout. And so that has set a lot of Nigerians on the edge to go back and start queuing up for fuel. So in case you see queues, that's the rumor waiting to be confirmed or unconfirmed, as the case may be, that set everything in motion. Good morning to you.
Good morning once again, Dr. Femi Amelia Bakar from Gwagwalada.
Welcome.
Good morning, Malang Haruna from Cuba. Thank you for your meaningful contribution you are making and your persistence. But because if somebody is not persistent, he will not be a regular caller on Nigeria Info. That is one of the noble attributes that calling Nigeria Info will instill in any regular caller.
parties, APC, PDP, exchanging themselves in mood. International community and international stakeholders and concerned Nigeria are worried. Please, they should drop this mood displaying current assassination. They should stop it. It's not projecting Nigeria in a positive, in good space. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. They should engage in a meaningful conversation that will uplift Nigeria economic indices, that will alleviate poverty, that will change people's lifestyle, that will be able to meet our expectations. That is what we want. And let us meet at the polling booth. If it is Atiku, fine. If it is the obedient people, fine. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your time. Okay, taking on another caller. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, sir. Dr. World Class Dr. Femi D. MLA. My name is Batifad Abubakar Ali. I'm calling from PW Kubwa. I'm the unapologetic Jagabanesta. Mr. Femi D, like my brother rightly said, it's all about persistency and consistency. In fact, I've been busy since that morning. This thing, I couldn't have time. I had to come back now, and I tried to come in during that electable ideas, but unfortunately, I couldn't connect. Can I talk about the electable or?
Yeah, yes. We're in the free flow conversation now. Yes, you can.
Good. Mr. Femi D, you and I and everybody listening know that if we are to follow community-based project, more than 90% of our legislators will never go back there. As Abubakar Wagwalada said, I've been living in Kubwa at least since 1999. Senator Philip Aduda started as House of Rep member Buhari Amak. Up to the time he becomes senator, up to this moment that I'm telling you, we the people of PW, I'm challenging, they should bring one project that is done that the community are benefiting. If they say rain, they fall for your neighbor house, rain no fall for your house, Mr. Femi, the rain they fall. That is that on that. The only way, you see, the legislators have a limitless time in office. If they can utilize their office very well, they can never exhaust their political mileage. What is it? We, the good people of PW, have been yearning since 1999 that we need a primary health care. The land is already allocated by FCPA.
Okay.
But none of these people have deemed it fit to even come and lay the foundation so that successful government will continue, let alone show us that at least we can benefit from the dividend of democracy. I challenge any one of them.
All right, okay. Let's leave it there with you. Yeah, let's leave it there with you.
On the other topic, okay.
You're out of time. Okay. Akiola Kinde says, good morning to you, Femdi. Good to see you. And then Oluwatoyin on YouTube also did write, good morning, Femdi. I think the PDP have no shame at all. This is the man that was not an opposition governor during their tenure, highly scrutinized by the then President Olusegun Obasanjo, and could not. Okay, well, your message doesn't end. Okay, I could not see. Then you go to say, as for PTOB, if it comes to power, it's government to be far from grassroots because for 8 years it could not conduct election. That's your opinion there from YouTube. Thanks for your call. Good morning. Good morning.
This is Mazi Destiny Anthony.
All right, good to connect with you.
The angle I want to come from is that I want Nigerians who are the voters to be focused. You see the drama that is playing out between APC and PDP. For me, this is my personal opinion. I think it's deliberate. They just want to, more like distract us. They just want us not to focus on real issues. Let these people come out. Take, for instance, you have four major yes, we know we are there, but we have four major ones. The Atiku, the Tinubu, Obi, and the Kwankwa. So these are the four major ones that, the faces are everywhere and people are talking about. Can they come out and say, okay, they want to do a debate like it's done in, developed countries and other places where people are serious? so that we can face every one of them, ask them questions. You see, this idea of this one is pointing, this one is calling, this is, you see those cases, they are not going to go beyond any particular room. They are just trying to deceive us and distract us. Unfortunately, we are playing along with them. That is not our problem. They know that we have critical issues to attend to. So they are trying to play to the gallery. Let them come out on presidential and face. Is he not somebody that is stepping down at New Zealand as a prime minister? Openly accepting that, no, I have nothing else to offer.
Yeah, she's been there for a while, Jacinta.
She's been there and...
Oh, there. Okay. Well, it looks like... Yes, my brother, thank you.
Come out and say, let me give that person.
Interesting time. Thank you so much. Daniel writes and he says, good morning, Femi. I see article leading Nigeria in few months. APC has seen the handwriting on the wall. Therefore, APC is afraid of Atiku. Atiku is more than qualified to bring Nigeria out of Nigerian problem APC created. Let's support Atiku today. God bless you, he writes. That's from Daniel. Good morning. Oh, that is stay true. Okay. Taking on another call now. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Ooh, this is not sounding pleasant. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, this is Engineer Ola calling from Asokoro.
Okay, looks like there's an improvement to it. Engineer Ola, welcome.
Yeah, Dr. Femi D.
Yes, sir.
You know, I listened to most of our callers and points about the candidates, but you see, all these issue about there are 4 major candidates. You know, that is why I know that Nigerian is not really ready. Nigerians are not ready. I'm telling you the truth, Dr. Femi. I've listened to most of these candidates, as in I have listened to most of these candidates, and I can mention their name for you. The way they talk and how they break down what they are going to do. You know, I don't know, maybe you get what I'm saying now, but it is we that we are seeing that there are 4 major candidates, and that is the reason why you see that they are taking us for granted. You know, you see, that's why sometimes I choose not to even talk about this candidate, because like one of them that I know very well, where people will be saying what to do in Lagos, and I keep asking people, go and check the history of how flood started in the Lekki area, in Lekki and Etiosa area. Go and check the history. You know, I don't want to be saying something on radio because you'll be telling me, do I have any proof? But I will tell you, I was in Lagos, and you know, some of my family members are working closely with this person, so I can tell you authoritatively. You understand? So that's why I don't want to be talking anything, but it's for Nigerians to see that there are many candidates who are very, very qualified and vibrant, but we are the one who keep talking about these people, and then they now come into the public spaces and be disgracing themselves, and then we are still, you know, just like when they give us movie, then we are talking about the movie till election time. See, it's for you to look at these candidates and you know, choose, you know, like one prophet said. The prophet said he was telling his followers that if this person that you are supporting is what he said is not radio friendly, but he wish it for your one.
I heard about it at the website this morning.
Conscience.
Okay.
It's for you to check your own conscience. You know what I'm saying now?
Yes, I do.
What we are talking about Nigerians, for crying out loud. We are not talking about we are talking about how to move this country forward. Not one individual.
And Engineer, let's leave it there with you. Thanks for your viewpoint. Well, PDP APC exposing their corruption is actually God's working for the masses. Their structures of evil will definitely divinely be demolished. Their sentimental supporters are ashamed even to call and talk. Now, to choose between the employees who steal your money or the one who saves your money. Honestly, we want to hear more of the corrupt practices from there. Our decision will be focused. That's Mr. Ike there. By the way, it's called tactical shaming in politics. People are looking for the phrase for it. It's called tactical shaming when you try to put your opponent on the defensive. Tactical shaming. Okay, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Just turn down the volume of your radio, please, if you can.
Okay, I've done that.
All right. Welcome.
Okay. My name is Engineer Hood.
Engineer?
Hello?
Yeah, Engineer.
Henry.
Engineer Henry. Okay, good. Let's talk.
Okay. I think Nigerians are listening to these people, and for once, we have candidates in almost all the geopolitical zones. I think we should look at things critically and see that the unserious ones are the ones attacking themselves now. Because what they are supposed to be doing to the people now is telling us what they want to do, what they want to achieve when they come into power. But the issues they are taking, the issue they are taking now is they are making it look as if they have things hidden under them that they are ready to expose out. And so I advise Nigerians to listen to them and see that they are not capable to rule this country. They've been there, and since 1999 they have both been there. They're both taking power in different angles. One as a governor, one as a vice president. So like Nigeria look at least we should take a different stance now and vote a different set of people and see if things will change in this country. We should stop looking at the way they have been treating us. I was in Lagos the last time, and my blessed got to Kenya. I spent 4 hours. No, even with the expansion of things and the way things are.
Okay.
You get through a PR. In fact, the way things are is not the same thing that they told us from the beginning. So please, Nigerians should be wise and vote wisely.
All right.
We should vote somebody else, not this set of people any longer.
Dear friend, Engineer Henry, thanks for your comment, okay? Good morning to you. Thanks for your viewpoint on this. We're truly grateful. Interesting point you also do provide around this this very morning. Okay, still coming up with all the messages you've sent in. Peter Azu writes and he says, Azutech, good morning, Femi D. APC PDP in war of abuse. Jejely, if I were to be them, jejely, if I were to be them or their supporters, I will obediently shift my tent. Prince Ugo says, good morning, family. I've always imagined a moment where two political gladiators will emerge from PDP and APC. Now, who will blame who, as 90% of PDP and APC are the same the other way? Prince Ugo also joins and it says, so we can hold both of them accountable for all we have been suffering in this country. It's time to try another party. Olayemi Alawade James says, good morning, brother family. I'm J-Boy from Moko. Never knew you are this cute. Oh, I'm cute. Quite unfortunate. All my sisters are married. However, talk about community projects to me is just a way of getting there, please. Esther Nkechi writes and she says, Nigerians, please, we should not be distracted. Please vote wisely. He writes as well this very morning. Okay, we got to the best of these conversations as it comes in from many of you this very morning. And we have a few minutes to round off. Just to read Great Chukemaker's message, says the man Selassie is winning this time around. He's the best scholar and contributor this time around. God Almighty bless you, Selassie. All we need is a good country. And then we Nigerian masses should understand that God is fighting our battle to rescue us from the hands of these people. The exposition and revelation Tinubu and Atiku are making about themselves is the handiwork of God. It's now left to us to make sure none of them become Nigeria president. Let's vote for Peter Obi, he suggests. Good morning, Nigeria youth. My take on the war between Atiku and Tinubu is why must the PDP wait for APC to expose themselves before they come up with their convocation? If they've done this massive accusations in the person of Tinubu in their domain, wonder should never end. Nigeria, my country. That's according to Mr. G there. All right, well, we're taking up a lot of this. I'm just going to get the best of this viewpoints in and get your messages in as well as we go on during the course of the show. I have just about a minute to round off at this time. All right, well, still more to come. Now, what else should we be talking about with regards to this? Family, I don't really get it. When our Gwagwalada friend comes to, okay, this is you not starting off your opinion. Ozia says, good morning, Femi. Please, can you help me with the information of the SDP and AAA if they are now one with the visit of General to the SDP office? Thank you. Yes, there's pretty much the conversation between these two that suggests that they've now merged. I don't know whether at the political level or at the presidential level, that's where their line of agreement is, essentially saying, well, we will be together, we will be together on this and on this regard, and things will play out accordingly. So yes, they merged, but I think it's at the presidential level, not at the political party level, where they still work closely together. All right, I've got to go. Thank you for all you do. I'm Femi D. MLA. Thanks for being part of this broadcast today. Coming up next will be Sports Drive, and surely enough, we'll go to what's happening in Abuja in a moment from now. Thank you for all you do. Thanks for all your conversations. This is Nigeria Info. Remember to follow through at Nigeria Info Abuja on YouTube. You'll be able to watch, make your comments, and see some of your friends also making their comments there and there. It's an interesting time to follow through with the politics and the elections right here.
Hi, my name is Dr. Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.